So we'll look at some of the assertion reason questions which are important and are asked in the NEET examination. So the options will be as follows. Option A will be correct if assertion is correct, reason is correct, and the reason is the correct explanation of this assertion. Option will be B if assertion is true, and reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. C if assertion is correct or true and reason is incorrect. D if assertion is incorrect or wrong and the reason is correct. So if you look at the first assertion, Krebs cycle is called tricarboxylic acid cycle, and the first product of Krebs cycle is citric acid, which is tricarboxylic in nature. If we look at the structure of citric acid is 1 2 3 4 5. It is a 5 carbon compound and which has 3 COOH groups. So it is referred as tricarboxylic. COOH refers to tricarboxylic or COOH refers to carboxylic group. So that because there are 3 carboxylic groups, this is also known as tricarboxylic uh, acid, and therefore Krebs cycle is called tricarboxylic acid, and the reason why it is called tricarboxylic is citric acid has 3 carboxyl groups. Therefore, the correct answer in this case is A. If we look at the second assertion and reason problem, plants do not have specialized respiratory organs, and the reason is there is very little transport of gases from one part of the plant to another. So plants, as in case of animals, do not have any specialized respiratory organs because the respiration is highly localized and all these organs have a special structures where they can exchange the gas and make oxygen available to themselves. For example, in stems or in branch, there are structures referred as lenticels. These are responsible for exchange of gases. Similarly, in case of individual leaves, there are stomata. These are the small openings which are responsible for exchange of gas, where oxygen can be taken in and the carbon dioxide can be given out. So therefore, uh, plants do not have specialized respiratory organs is true. There is a very little transport of gas from one part of the plant to another because they have localized mechanisms of exchange of gas. So therefore, both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A, and so the correct answer in this case is A. Oxidation of one molecule of NADH gives rise to 3 molecules of ATP, and that of one molecule of FADH2 produces 2 molecules of ATP. The reason given is the number of ATP molecules synthesized. It depends on the nature of electron donor. Now, if we look at the first assertion in this case, we are already aware by the process of respiration or the aerobic and anaerobic respirations we have already studied in detail, and therefore NADH2, when it undergoes oxidation, produces 3 molecules, whereas FADH2 produces 2 molecules. It is already known to you. The reason given is the number of ATP molecules synthesized depends on the nature of electron donor. Now, if you look at the mechanism in a great detail, we have this complex 1, complex 2, complex 3 and complex 4. Now, complex 1, NADH2 is oxidized to NAD and these protons are pumped into the intermembranous space. So from complex 1, 4 protons are pumped. From here the electrons, ubiquinone carries it to complex 3, and again from here the number of protons pumped will be 4. Similarly, in the complex 4, the number of protons pumped will be 2. So with the oxidation of NADH2, the total number of protons pumped will be 4 plus 4 plus 2, that is equal to 10. Now, as per the NCERT, we are aware that 1 ATP is produced by the pumping of 4 protons. This we have to refer the latest NCERT where they have given 4 as the number of ATPs. So if we divide 10 divided by 4, we get approximately 2.5. We can assume it as a round figure of 3. Similarly, when FADH2 enters into the electron transport system, 4 hydrogens are pumped from complex 3 and 2 hydrogens are pumped from complex 4 because FADH2 oxidized at complex 2. So there is no transport of proton from complex 1. So therefore 1 FADH2 when is oxidized gives rise to 4 plus 2, that is 6 protons are transported across into the intermembranous space. So therefore 6 divided by 4, which comes out to be 1.5. So therefore the number of ATP synthesized depends on nature of electron. If it is NAD, then the number of ATP molecules produced will be 2.5, which we have rounded off to 3. And if it is FAD, then the number of protons produced will be 1.5. We have rounded up to 2. And therefore, there is a difference in number of ATP produced by these electron donors. So therefore, A is correct, R is also correct, and R is the correct explanation of A. Therefore, the correct answer in this case is A. Please practice these. These are very important questions which are asked in the NEET examinations. Thank you.